She spent most of her life surrounded by books, not by chance, but by choice. Every morning, while the city buzzed outside, she walked quietly through the doors of the public library, like stepping into another world. Her name was Elena. To most people, she was just the quiet woman in the reading corner. But to her, the library was everything. A shelter, a sanctuary, a silent companion in a world that rarely made sense. Elena had grown up moving from place to place, foster homes, shelters, hostels. She never stayed anywhere long enough to plant roots, except for one place, the library. Among the books, she found what the world didn't give her: stability, meaning, and stories that made her feel less alone. She read about people who lost and still found, about those who fell but stood again. And slowly, page by page, she built herself. But the library didn't just give her knowledge, it gave her connection. She began recognizing the same faces: the elderly man who always borrowed war memoirs, the teenage girl scribbling poems in the margins, the librarian who remembered her name before she even said it. In this quiet space of turning pages and whispered questions, Elena found community. Then one afternoon, everything changed. She was reading by the window when a woman approached. She looked nervous, holding an old photograph. "Excuse me, is your name Elena?" Elena nodded slowly. The woman sat down. "I think I might be your sister." Elena laughed, or tried to, but her voice caught in her throat. "What did you say?" "I've been looking for you for years." The photo, it was of two little girls, one barely a toddler. The younger one was her. Elena froze. Her heartbeat thundered in her chest. She had no memory of a sister, no memory of family at all. Just fragments, a laugh, a lullaby, the scent of lilacs in spring. As they talked, pieces of the puzzle came together, separated by the system, adopted into different homes, two lives that should have grown side by side, torn apart. Elena listened, stunned, as her sister, Maya, told her everything. Their mother, gone too soon. Their grandmother, who tried to keep them together. The lost records, the closed doors. For Elena, it was like opening a book she never knew existed, one where she was the missing chapter. She cried, not from sadness, from the ache of possibility, from the years she had spent imagining a family, not knowing one had been searching for her. They met every day after that. Coffee, walks, laughter. Stories swapped like secrets, long buried. It wasn't easy, building something from pieces, but they were patient, careful, grateful. Elena had spent a lifetime surviving. Now she was finally beginning to live. She met cousins she never knew existed, visited the small house where her mother grew up, held hands with her sister under the same tree their mother once planted. For the first time in her life, Elena felt home. And yet through it all, she kept returning to the library. Not out of habit, but out of reverence. Because it was the library that kept her anchored through the years of not knowing. It was the library that taught her who she was, long before anyone else could. It had been her compass, her mirror, her friend. The library didn't just give her books, it gave her the strength to understand the world and herself. Today, Elena volunteers there, helping others find what they need. Not just novels or history or how-to guides, but quiet, meaning, a place to begin again. And sometimes she sees someone sitting alone by the window and wonders if they too are waiting for a family they don't yet know they have. She smiles and lets them be, because some stories are meant to find you when you're ready. The library gave her a world of words, but in the end, it gave her something even more powerful: a family, a future, and the truth that even the quietest lives can hold the loudest miracles. So if you're ever lost, try your library. You just might find more than a book. You might find yourself.